What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be reviewing my album in the sense of each song and kind of what I was thinking about when I was writing it, things I really like about it, some things I wish I might have changed, the meanings behind the lyrics, or just kind of like the message of the song itself. And I'm going to review them in order of how popular they've been and kind of just my mind going into each one of these. So everyone's been streaming the album, showing love to the album. Thank you so much, genuinely appreciate it. First song that has the most streams. Even though it has the most streams, I don't know if people like it the most, maybe it has the most replayability or what. Honestly, my predictions on which songs were gonna be the most popular have been off all the way through, which is fine with me. That was something I was really like fascinated and excited to see, was like, at the end of the day, how popular each song would be, how like receptive people would be to like different songs. The song that's the #1 streamed right now off the album, which was the biggest surprise to me, was Jinx. Obviously it's a really fun song in a lot of ways, but also a really deep song. The Jinx line, obviously, you know, Jinx, you owe me a Coke, but obviously it's my cat's name. The song itself I really like, so I'll play a quick 30 seconds of it.
No roller coaster, Six Flags, spinning back around, back around, back around to me. Got you spinning and spinning back around to me. Maybe in another life we had a potential fairy tale, but we put each other through hell. Finding love and man, we really fell. You said you were better off without me. Jinx, cross my heart, hope to die. Jinx, jinx, and this time you not spinning back around. How many?
This song's kind of like a long drawn-out toxic relationship coming to an end and kind of looking back on it, and then also being in the very end of a toxic relationship. The feelings that are in this song I haven't had for a long time, and so when I was writing this song, like closing my eyes, trying to like remember the headspace I was in at the time to kind of like get inspiration for this song. I basically had like a really long-term relationship, and it ended a while back, so I'm over it. That relationship was so on and off, breakups, getting back together. I remember there were so many talks of like how we're gonna make this work, or like we should just give up or lock in. I remember like meeting up and just like getting in either my car or she would get in my car, and we just had these long talks about trying to make it work and why it wouldn't work. You know, it's just overall toxic. Neither one of us could just like let it lie. We'd always thought the last say or like the upper hand. Always a back and forth, like a power struggle in a relationship, which is never good. Like I said, I put myself back in the place I was at that time, and this was years ago. If I could just put my pride aside, or you know, in like a different world where I didn't go through what I went through, and you know, they didn't go through what they went through, and if we both didn't have so many blocks and so many toxic traits, then it might could have worked out. At the same time, we were just too toxic to let it work out. The next one, which is the most surprising because it was the one I was most worried about to put on the album, because I didn't know if I liked the sound of it. Like some days I really liked the song, and other days I really didn't like it, and that's New Drugs coming in at #2. I'll play 30 seconds for you real quick.
Yeah, you my new drugs. You my new drugs. She's my new drugs. She's my new drugs. Ooh, she's my new drugs. I used to think every Friday needed a reason.
So this song I'm actually a big fan of now, and people have really liked it, and I think it's got a really great bass to it, which really lends a lot to the song being successful. When I wrote this song, it came from the mindset of like in my life, I've always had an obsessive personality and addictive personality, and that's not just towards drugs, but you know, drugs were something that really, you know, plagued my life for a while. You know, left me empty on the inside, and not always is this healthy, and I'm not a therapist or a psychiatrist or whatever, but you know, this song is about, you know, getting obsessed with someone who actually gives back to you, and can be a good obsession if that's possible. I don't know, still learning as I go. So basically, you know, my new drugs of choice was, you know, a person. And sometimes be good or whatever, but sometimes be bad. You know, I've struggled with, you know, maintaining sobriety, staying sober, and different things throughout my life. And of all the things I've been addicted to, I would say people would always rank the least of like toxic things that I've been addicted to. So yeah, this is just about like getting obsessed with a girl, finding your high in that person, whether that's healthy or toxic, I don't know, but that's kind of what went into that song. #3 is Emo Rapunzel, and I thought this one was gonna come in at #1. Let you hear a little bit of it.
It's the first night of your real life. Everybody judges from behind their screens, but they don't hear you scream when you're in your tower. Emo Rapunzel, let down your hair, sneak through the back door, smoke
probably out of all my songs has my favorite chorus on it. I just think it's probably the best written, most catchy, kind of has like the most depth and like metaphorical and like whatever meaning to it. It's got a little bit of a romance story to it, but it's basically about a girl who was just struggled her whole life. He had an abusive father who was toxic to his family, toxic to his daughter, and then obviously her mom, and then her mom became just, you know, not a good mother from all the abuse and all the things she went through from the dad. And then the girl without proper family support and, you know, moral support and encouragement kind of just deviated down a bad path, just got kind of lost along the way. And it's kind of about escaping, you know, all her toxic exes, her toxic family life, her toxic past, and moving forward. Obviously with me, in the song context at least, but it's really kind of just about breaking free, escaping your tower, not being held back by the past, not letting the past define you, and being able to move on through that stronger and better. And if you do that with someone, great. And if you do it alone, that's also awesome. Up next, number 4 is My Kinda Crazy. I really like this song for the sole fact that I like crazy girls. Like, there's no way to get around that. I'm a little crazy myself, so I feel like I need someone who can relate to that, you know, obsession. No matter what, we got each other. Like, we might have fights, we might go through this, we might have manic episodes, you might get a little crazy sometimes, I might get a little crazy sometimes, but we are the people who hold each other down. At the end of the day, no matter what happens, we are each other's kind of crazy. And I think there's something beautiful in that, because it's hard for a lot of people to understand that. So here's a little snippet of that one.
Yeah. She kisses me with tears in her eyes from a fight we could have avoided, but fighting is our love language, and I'm so fucking turned on. She's my girl and she knows it. She's my girl and she sure does show it. She says fuck breaking up, let's get back together and get to making up. Let's just fuck it out and get drunk. Isn't that the point of sucking it up? I don't care if it's only been a week, but you're moving in with me, you're coming home with me, you know you belong to me. She's my girl and she knows it.
So a lot of this soundtrack, a lot of this album comes from like the emo alternative roots I grew up in, obviously with the music and the style. A lot of experiences in my love life that I've had, kind of how I see things in a romantic sense. Like I said, I don't know if these are healthy or toxic. Maybe my next album will be about, like, you know, finding peace and sanity. So at number 5 is Switchblades. This is probably like the hardest song on the album, and this one's basically about like people are always switching sides, not only on you, but just like things they say, things they do. They espouse a certain mindset, they espouse a certain like message, but they don't live by it, and they keep switching sides, and like their morals and their identity and everything keeps switching up, and, you know, metaphorically die. And I'll play a little snippet for you real quick.
Yeah, everyone testing my emotions, wanna see if I'm still broken, still OG Kush token. I see fake motherfuckers everywhere I go, same people throwing rocks at my window. You said forever, now it's fuck no. Guess I learned what I needed to know. Switch blades, you switch sides, you gonna fuck around and die.
So yeah, it's about basically just people's fakeness, how like no one keeps a solid stance on anything anymore. I feel like you're always just switching up on everything and everyone, and you can't back up the words you say and walk the walk, but you can talk the talk, but then like all your actions, how you treat others, do not match that. Maybe you don't die in real life, but switching up, you know, in some areas of the world, in some circumstances, you could die. I'm not out here, I'm not a shooter, I'm not a gangster or anything, so I'm not gonna shoot you if you switch up on me. But you are dead to me if you switch up on me. Alright, at 6 is All Dogs Go to Heaven. I was going to play this snippet first to start this.
And all these late nights blur together, the light of my shows will never be yours. Everybody says this life gets better, but I only feel better on tour. I'm on another flight back to Vegas. They want so badly to hate us, but my mom said I'm an angel, got it tatted on my leg. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. My ex still talks shit, but did she forget it? All dogs go to heaven. We still dance.
So this is one of the first songs recorded for the album. This is kind of like a song going back to last year, my Party Never Ends tour, and I was kind of popping off, and then like I said, a lot of my exes kind of cropped back up into my life. a lot of haters, a lot of doubters. Like, they were silent, and then I really popped off, and I was traveling, doing all these awesome things. That's when they wanted to start chirping in, and their words didn't mean shit to me. What meant shit to me was the fact that, like, you know, I'm to that point where, like, my actions, regardless of, and some of these people I haven't talked to in 3-5 years, you know, the fact that they see me popping off, I'll pop up on their For You page, they're hearing about me traveling, coming to different cities. You know, I was like living in their head rent free, and that's something that's like when you're growing up wanting to be an artist or a creator or whatever it is, and then like the things that you see happening to, like, for example, like Ronnie Radke, he would have people come out and talk crap about him when he was popping off or trying to put him down or stuff like that. And like, to me, that's just kind of a sign that like I was making it in a way. I was kind of, you know, my shit was popping off, it was getting out there, that it even like registered on their like radar and like got in their head where they needed to say something and make a video or be bothered. When the thing was, last year when I was on tour, I was just doing it for myself and my community, for charity. I wasn't doing it to like spite anyone or get under anyone's skin or hurt anybody. You know, all dogs go to heaven, so no hate. All right, number 7 is Red Waves. Red Waves is one of my favorite songs, definitely like probably one of my most vibey songs. I'll play a little bit right here for you.
Replaying the day we first met, but the way you make me fall, I wanna fall again. And I'm drifting away, drifting far away. My ecstasy is your face, you wanna make me chase. Red waves wash over me, pull me underneath your sea, hold me down till I cannot breathe, drowning in your misery.
So Red Waves is kind of a song about being infatuated with someone. I kind of imagine myself in like a black and red ocean, and the whole sky is red, and just kind of floating, drifting in the waves, just like lost all control, lost all will, and I'm like kind of just in the hands of that person because I'm so infatuated or obsessed with them, and their love, their affection, their everything just kind of takes control of my whole mind and body. And sometimes that feeling is just like an ocean, you know. Next we got Love Island at number 8, and I really like this song. I kind of made the song just be super catchy, super fun. Me and my community were watching Love Island on stream at the time, so I kind of got the idea from the title of that. You know, when you're just with that person, you're going on dates or you're experiencing life, and like nothing else matters. You're not thinking about bills, you're not thinking about your job, you're not thinking about family issues, you're not thinking about money. You're just kind of like on an island with that person. Nothing else matters, just what you're doing in that moment with that person. Eventually, you know, we all get like stripped away from that and come back to reality and have like go to work, go to jobs, deal with people, deal with things we don't want to deal with. But like, you know, when you're on that love island with that special person, like nothing else matters. And I'll play a little bit of that.
Saw you online, you were so fucking fine. I need to shut up and say my stupid line. How I wanna be a new guy, I won't fuck it up this time. You're so fine, just be mine. Big dreams in your eyes, telling little lies, but I can see through the big size. You wanna cry, but you never do. Real eyes, realize, realize. And I know I'm moving too fast, but I'd rather crash out with you than be stuck in the past. Stranded on your love island, no SOS, cause you're the best.
So yeah, like I said, this one is just kind of like a super fun, catchy song, just something to bob your head to and enjoy. And it's got a little bit of meaning to it. I'd say it's more of a cutesy song. Just kind of wanted to invoke that feeling of like, you know, whimsy, quirkiness, just kind of just fun. So the next one is The Hunter. The Hunter is also another fun song. I made this song right after Oliver Tree passed away, R.I.P. And I really was a big fan of his. And so this one definitely inspired a lot. So he used a lot of, you know, metaphors and hyperboles in his music, and that's kind of what the song is about. The song is about basically just a girl who, you know, she's into you and she knows it, but she can't admit it to herself. But yeah, everything she does, all her actions, all her motivations always lead back to like you, no matter what it is, no matter where she's at, no matter if it's financial circumstance, no matter if she's got a man, no matter this or that. At the end of the day, even if it's unspoken, I know and they know. So the song is kind of toxic, but it's also just a super fun song in my opinion. Here's a little bit of The Hunter.
Yeah, Heidi tried to hide from the flames, but I stoked them up. Stoke them up, I stoke them up. These guys will never be me. You can escape me, but you will never be free. I haunt your dreams at night, control your breath. I can hear someone coming. Does he know where your eyes go when they wander? Does he know who your mind wanders to? Does he know who you see in the man on the moon.
And even though The Hunter's coming in at 9, it's one of my favorite songs. I just think it's a good vibe, good rhythm. It was really, really fun to make, to be honest. Alright, number 10, Ghost was another one of the songs, kind of like New Drugs, which is at number 2, but I was kind of back and forth on. I kind of wrote it, made it earlier on in the album, so I didn't learn as many tricks or different things I could do, or different sounds that I wanted to go for. And a lot of the other songs I made later on, after I had 3 or 4 songs done, and I kind of had a direction or a vibe or energy I wanted. And when I wrote this one, I still didn't have it. I'll play a little bit for you real quick.
Ghost in my phone. I got all these ghosts in my phone when they get laid. Everybody love you when they think you getting paid. I've been writing with my heart full of rage, trying to find a little piece, but it keeps slipping away. I got smoke in my lungs and some scars on my heart. Everybody switch sides, now they acting different from the start.
So this song kind of comes from being like an influencer, and this song comes from being an influencer, social media person. My phone is kind of a point of contention. Not only is it for my job, for entertainment, for communication, a lot of negativity comes from my phone too. Just all the negatives and positives that kind of come from my phone personally, with like it being such a big part of my life. Just social media, not exactly the phone itself, but you know, my phone can either put me in a great mood and give a lot to me, but it can also take a lot away. Alright, so the last song is Death Wishes, and this is kind of the outro song, and I'll play a little bit for you real quick.
Don't go, baby, give it some time. Don't go, just give it a little more time, baby. Melt your frozen heart, set it on fire, baby. Living every day like I had a death wish. Depression and anxiety, I gotta resist it. Questioning my motherfucking existence. Living every day like I had a death wish. Didn't know you were waiting for me after midnight. We got so much more fight. Just go on another night. Living every day.
You know, pushing on another day, not giving up, not listening to all the voices and doubt, you know, people are trying to tell you, and just keep pushing forward and just to never give up. I'm actually really surprised with how well the album is done. It gained a lot of like natural traction on its own. Every single day I look, it goes up in monthly listeners and streams. So everyone who's been streaming it, listening to it, thank you so much. It means the world to me. I put a lot of work into this. Shout out to you guys. Go check it out, Emo soundtrack on Spotify. We have a single that I might be releasing soon called Hostage. That song goes crazy hard. It might be my best song. I might just drop it early, and if you want to know how, just pull up to my Twitch stream. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. If you watched this far, like and subscribe. So guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Set it on fire, baby. Living every day like I had a death wish. Depression and anxiety, I gotta resist it. Questioning my motherfucking existence. Living every day like I had a death wish. Didn't know you were waiting for me after midnight. We got so much more fight. Just go on another night. Living every day like I had a death wish. Listen to the voices. They don't fucking know shit, baby. Hang with me one more night. Your world can change in one day. So you know we gotta fucking living every day like I had a death wish. Depression and anxiety, I gotta resist it. Questioning my motherfucking existence. Living every day like I had a death wish. Didn't know you were waiting for me after midnight. We got so much more fight. Just go on another night. Living every day like I had a death wish.